I used to work in downtown Des Moines, and every day I'd walk about 5 minutes from my house to the bus stop. I used to like taking the bus because I got extra time to read, work a little bit. And every day when I got to the stop, it would take out 1 to 2 minutes and the bus would come. But one day it didn't. It was on a really cold day in December of 2013, and it was cold. I mean, it was 0 to -15 degrees wind chill. There's about a foot of snow, and I waited, but the bus never came. So I did what I could do to as quickly as possible get out of that cold. And what that was going to a nearby fire station, knocking on the door and hoping someone would open it and let me in. Well, someone was there, and first they're probably thinking, what is this guy doing outside? And second, in my eagerness to get inside, I must have hit off the lid of my coffee thermos, and I was just spilling coffee all over their floor. So one of the firemen, they took me home. Got me in their red SUV, got me home no problem. And I quickly found out that all the bus routes were canceled. So the simple lesson of this story is that I wasn't prepared. I should have checked the weather. I should have checked the bus routes, but I didn't. So going into the second half of 2022, investors could probably feel like we're in a little bit of a storm ourselves. Investment markets are down. The S&P 500 or the Russell 3000 is down 20% from its previous peak. And there's a range of other concerns out there. So if you have a feeling that you don't feel very prepared for what's going on, or you're just interested in some action items for the second half of 2022, that's what I have for you today. I have 6 considerations for the second half of this year. The first one is to review your plan. It's always a good idea to review your plan and know where you are. And one thing that might come from that is you might realize that you're still in pretty good shape. You've prepared and you're going to be all right. And that can bring some tremendous peace of mind. Second, you can be proactive and do some things to make the most of the situation. One of those is tax loss harvesting. If you're interested in knowing more about what that is, you can look at our May 23rd video on the Insights tab of our website. We go into some pretty in-depth examples of what that is. If you're feeling a little concerned, you might choose to be a little more flexible with your spending this year. So maybe it's delaying a big purchase, like a car, for example. Also, you might be thoughtful about distributions from your investment portfolio. Things are volatile, so you might just choose to take your distribution from a less volatile asset class, like short-term bonds. And lastly, or second to last, if you're a long-term investor and you have an investment plan, in our perspective, it could be a pretty good time just to keep buying. So that's number 5, just keep buying at these depressed prices. And now lastly, is that one of the often best courses of action in a storm is to simply stay put, be disciplined, and wait for the storm to pass. Thanks for watching our video this week. Tune in in 2 weeks from now for our next episode of Financial Perspectives.